This past week, the autumn has arrived. I finished up a rib knit beanie, progressed on some projects, and I started a new one. Let's look into it. Hello, fellow fiber addicts. Welcome to my world of crochet. My name is Stylecraft, and today I'm here with you for another yarn talk video. And as always, we can't talk yarn without me having my faithful mug of tea. And today, my friends, it's time for a green tea. It is a green tea that doesn't really taste like green tea, and it's infused with mandarin and orange. So it is a fresh, fruity green tea. As I quickly mentioned to you in the intro, I finished up another rib knit beanie. In fact, I finished this on Wednesday's live, and I absolutely adore these colors. I should just, for the funsies of it, give you a little watch of it, how it's looking here. It's nice, it's warm, straight ahead, simple. I used 6mm knitting needles. I put on 80 stitches, rib knit, or well, rib purl, knit purl, all the way around, all the way up to the top here, decreased, closed off, done. And it's nice and warm. This is made in the Wibra Lena yarns, which is at 30% wool / 70% acrylic. They came in donuts of 50 grams each, so 1.75 ounces to 80 meters, or about 87 or so yards, I guess. I really like how it turned out. And last week I had finished another one, which is basically the same yarn but a different colorway, which we have here. So two very, very opposing different colors. When I bought this yarn, I only had 2 skeins of each. There wasn't enough yarn to make sweaters from it, and I'm really sad because that would have been a gorgeous sweater in these colors. But I do have some leftovers because I only needed 1.5 skeins approximately to finish each beanie. So I have 2 half skeins left, or 2 half donuts. And I'd like to use them in a way. And I'm gonna share you some plans about how I'll be using them later, or maybe I could do that now. Actually, I'll do that now straight ahead, because I thought I could combine them and maybe make a striped beanie of sorts. Not completely sure how I will approach it yet, but I have a pretty good idea. That said, I am going to double strand it. And originally I thought, oh, I'm just gonna find this 100% acrylic that I have in my pile, and I'll double strand it with that, and that will make me use some thicker needles, and henceforth I can make a beanie. Maybe it won't be able to do a double fold brim, but it should definitely be enough yarn to make at least a tube that could work as a rib knit beanie without basically being double folded on the brim. And I was looking for my stash earlier today, trying to find this acrylic yarn, and guess what? I can't find it. Not even in my pile of scrap yarn. So I've probably put it somewhere else because it was almost a full skein. I'm just not quite sure where I put it. Regardless, I thought, okay, I have a different opportunity. So I found some yarn that I used this winter, and there's about the same left on that. So this is also about half a skein of the same Julia yarn, which is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So it also has woolen content. It's white, as the other yarn would be, or it's more like a cream white, but still it's white-ish. This yarn is 100 grams, so were 100 grams. So there's about 50 grams left, I guess. But to give the thoughts of it, it was a 3.5 ounce skein originally, 270 meters. So that's about 185 maybe-ish yards. Anyhow, there's a bit more than half left. So I thought I could still double strand, and then I wanted to stripe these. So one row, they will keep alternating the color used, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work out nice or how it's gonna look and whatnot, but only know by trying. So that's what I'm gonna do. Plus, it will use up probably most of this skein, and I'll be absolutely happy to have one more skein done and dusted. So that is the plan. I am gonna make a mixture, double-stranded rib knit beanie with these yarns where the colorings will be striped and the white will be the solid color going through it all. So if it's gonna be getting good, I don't know. It's getting quite warm actually. Even though, as I said, the autumn has really arrived, it's chilly outside. So that's my plan. For the knit wise, I probably need to go up to the 8mm needles. And we'll basically have to see how that works out. But yeah, so that is my new project plan. Plus it is a way of using up some Foley scraps. So that I think is a good plan. I did already prepare my crate of needles and yarns. So one project finished, new project made and planned for the rest of those scraps. So I don't hopefully need to put anything in my scrap pile and I can use up those skeins. That will be really, really awesome. Though, as I said, I don't think it will be enough to make a full folded one, but we will try our best and we'll just get as far as we can, right? So what else have I been doing since last time? I have been actively, yes, believe it or not, working on Fleur. So I've done another 2 rows of Fleur, which means I've completed now a total of 95 rows out of the 129 rows that Fleur contains. That means that I have 4 more rows to go before a color change. Because row 99 is the last color I use with the colorway Emperor, which is this dark purple, the background purple. And then in round 101, because round 100 is cream, which is like the front color or the color going through it all, so to say. And in row 101, we are going to change to the color named French Navy. So that will be this one. I'm using the Stylecraft Special DK yarns for this. It is absolutely great from Mosaic Crochet. Lovely yarn. Premium acrylic, 100% premium acrylic, 3.5 ounce skein, so 100 grams to 295 meters, which is about 320 some odd yards. And it's nice and soft, so I really like how it works up. So I found this skein because I wanted to put it in the crate, but I really need to cake this one up. But I'm not sure if that's going to be necessary before October. Because it takes quite a bit to go through this. Because guess what? Row 95, as I just completed, and you can see it's getting quite big, right? But row 95 contains on each side of the blanket 189 stitches. I know. So it's almost 200 stitches around, like on each side. So it's like, it's not 800 stitches yet, but in a few rows it will be, to complete a full round. So yeah, no wonder it's starting to take time. And as I say, it's been summer, and during the summer, it's just been too warm to sit with this blanket. But the last few days, the temperature has decreased. It's definitely getting autumn. And it doesn't feel as warm to sit with this blanket. Actually, it feels kind of nice. Because always when the autumn begins, I feel chilly. But with the 2 added rows, this is what we're looking at now. And you can see now, since last time we have had some added white stripes, this is basically the preparation of where the white again will start showing. Or the cream, it is named cream, so that would be fair to call it cream, right? But yeah, so the center, it's really difficult to have it all on. Once we're done, I will make this fancy, popular blanket fold show, I guess. Maybe. If you want me to, I'll do it. Let me know. Descriptions down below. but I will definitely make one big photo of it with me showing. I do have some ends I need to weave in on the back side. I am usually doing that when I am in the following row behind. So not the first row, but the second row, because then I know for sure that that row I don't need to frock. That went on top of it. So I will need to finish the next row of cream, and that is when I will be able to weave in the ends for when I change the cream color, because then I know for sure that I don't need to frock the purple, hopefully. And that would be a row further. So I do weave in the ends on the go, but I just don't want to do it too early, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, I need to cake up the yarn because I do put them on my yarn spindle. It works up so much nicer. It's more fluent to work with, which is obviously nice. Then we did work a little bit, and I'm saying just a little bit, on the Krølle Bølle bucket hat. We are running 3 colors. I listened to you guys last week, and I did it in the sense of that we are carrying the yarn while changing the colors, and I really like how these colors flow with one another. It is a gorgeous. And color-wise, I'm actually there where I need to start increase for the brim. Yep, I just did check. I wasn't sure yesterday, but I checked, and it also fits because my ears is just around where it is. So I will be starting on the brim next. What would my goal be? I would love if I could finish this one for next week's yarn talk video. That would be great, because then I have a project finished. We still have the rib knit beanie that I want to start on, but I'm not sure how the whole week is gonna run because there's a few things coming up. I will be busy the coming period. But as said, I will definitely be working on this because I only need the brim, and that is a bit of work still to go, but it would be really nice to finish it off. So the yarn I'm using for this is the Cotton 88 from Linda Hobby, which is a very lovely cotton. They call for a 4 to 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. I've been using both a 4 and a 4.5 for this one because I feel the first time, I need to take it out again actually to explain. I felt the first time when I was doing the sides in the same hook as I did the crown, that they kind of bubbled out, that they were sort of bigger somehow. So this time around I did the 4.5 for the crown. I'll do the 4 for the sides, and again I will go up and do the 4.5 for the brim, to kind of make it flow better, and hopefully this works. So far it seems to be better. It seems to be less, I wouldn't say bulky because that's not really the right word for this, but it seems to flow better, let's put it like that. And yeah, we are gonna continue here with the solid yellow brim, and at the very tip of the brim we will have some lighter coloration changes just to kind of make some extra accents on that. Yeah, it's going good, and I would say it is a reasonable hope to say that we can finish this one for next week's yarn talk video. I am optimistic on that. Then I also started on the LapsangTea shawl based on last week's yarn talk video. We decided what yarn to use. You all voted for me to use this absolutely gorgeous yarn, which is the Stenli yarn. It is the Stenli Muffin Mini Lux, which is this absolutely gorgeous cerise purple to lighter purples, and it's almost like a pinkish purple color here in the center, and then it has a silver thread that goes all the way through. It's a 90% acrylic and a 10% lurex yarn. It's 250 grams to 1,000 meters. So 250 grams, which is 8.8 ounces, to 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards. I am using a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook for the LapsangTea shawl because after we picked this yarn, we decided that I was going to make the LapsangTea shawl. It's currently on my yarn spindle, and that is for the easiness of it. It is a taller skein, and I decided to work from the outside in because last time when I worked with the Stenli Muffin Mini Lux, I did the center pull and I had the feeling that towards the end the yarn really wanted to yarn bath and tangle up, and henceforth I decided on doing this one, working from the dark to the light colors. Let's see, I just need to quickly check. It would be this side. I'm just wanting to show you the right front side. This is currently the progress I've been making. I do have one loose end I need to weave in, but this is the progress I've been making. And this shawl, again, will be a shawl that would look so much better once it has been blocked. And that is valid to say for a lot of fur patterns. Red Teapot Atlier makes a lot of gorgeous, intricate patterns. And yeah, I am definitely looking forward to see how this is going to turn out. So far, I think it is really, really nice. And yeah, every time she just impresses me, I guess. She has a new one on the way. But I wanted to make a pattern that I hadn't made before yet of hers. And this turned out to be the one. So this is the one we're making. Yeah. The next couple of rows is going to be a couple of easy rows. It's a bunch of double crochets, and then we have some where there are some lace holes between. So like double crochets, chain one, double crochets, chain one, kind of ish. And then we are back to, I guess, I'm not sure if we're going to repeat the pattern yet, or if there's a few more things before the pattern will repeat. This shawl I hope to complete sometime in November. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. I think I covered it all. The coming week is gonna be busy. I will be away most of the Saturday, so I'm not sure how much I will be crafting and what. Then on Tuesday, I will have to go to Amsterdam for work. So I'll be away. At least I won't be crafting. And then Thursday, an event starts at our club that will usually last a week and a half. Plus, next weekend, it's time for me to go quickly, just a short trip to Denmark for a few days, bring my mom to her final PET scan, and hopefully we have great news for her. So yeah. The first 2 weeks in October is going to be a bit hectic for me. So we will see how far we progress. But so far, this is what happened the past week. I hope you did enjoy the new intro video. Because, as you may know, I am now also the proud owner of buymeaher.com, which is the website where I sell my mix. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, feel free to ask questions. I will be more than happy to share with you. And yeah, let's progress on this journey together. Bye.